Think the quarters in your pocket are only worth 25 cents? Think again. Today, we're revealing the top 5 ultra-rare and most valuable US quarter-dollar coins that could turn spare change into a small fortune. From hidden minting mistakes to coins with mysterious histories, you might be holding a treasure without even knowing it. Number 1. Imagine finding a simple pocket change quarter from 1965 and discovering it's worth thousands of dollars because of one mind-blowing detail most people completely miss. This isn't just a coin you've seen hundreds of times. This is an ultra-rare treasure hiding in plain sight, and today, we're going to uncover exactly what makes the 1965 no-mint mark quarter dollar one of the most valuable coins you could ever hold in your hands. Keep watching, because once you see the secret behind this coin, you'll never look at your spare change the same way again. The story of the 1965 quarter begins during a major turning point in U.S. coinage history. Before this year, quarters were struck in 90% silver, but due to rising silver prices, the U.S. Mint was forced to change the composition to a copper-nickel-clad design. This was the first year quarters were made without silver, and it marked the end of an era for American currency. The Philadelphia Mint struck hundreds of millions of these coins, all without a mint mark, but among them, an ultra-small number were made with extraordinary and rare qualities that make them a collector's dream. One of the most unique features you can find on a rare 1965 quarter is a striking error or transitional flaw. Some were mistakenly struck on leftover 90% silver planchets from 1964, giving them a different weight and metallic shine that experienced collectors can spot instantly. Others have doubled dies, off-center strikes, or dramatic misalignments that make them truly stand out. Even a sharp, well-struck example in pristine condition from this year is incredibly hard to find, making any flawless specimen a hot target at auctions. Rarity plays a huge role in the demand for this coin. While millions of regular clad quarters from 1965 are worth face value, finding one in mint state 67 or higher is nearly impossible because these coins circulated heavily. Add an error or silver composition into the mix, and the rarity skyrockets. Collectors will pay top dollar for a certified example from grading companies like PCGS or NGC, especially if it has a special label confirming its unusual composition or high-grade condition. The current market for rare 1965 quarters is stronger than ever. In August 2019, Heritage Auctions sold a 1965 silver transitional era quarter for an astounding $16,450. Proving how serious collectors are about owning these rarities. In January 2023, another high-grade mint state 67 example fetched an incredible $12,000 at Stack's Bowers Galleries, setting a record for a clad coin of this date. Prices like these are only expected to rise as more collectors chase the few examples still hidden in private collections or in circulation. If you're hunting for this coin, the best places to look are in old coin jars, estate sales, flea markets, and unsearched bank rolls. Always carry a small digital scale with you. A silver transitional era will weigh about 6.25 grams instead of the standard clad weight of 5.67 grams. Check for full details in the hair and eagle feathers. Avoid coins with major wear, and when in doubt, have it professionally graded to confirm authenticity and maximize its value. The 1965 no-mint mark quarter dollar is proof that history, rarity, and collector passion can turn an ordinary-looking coin into a life-changing discovery. If you have one of these rare examples, you're holding a piece of numismatic history that's only growing in value each year. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about this incredible coin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and drop a comment telling me if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. Your engagement helps us bring more amazing coin stories to life and could inspire someone else to start their own treasure hunt. Number 2. Imagine holding a coin in your hand that celebrates America's 200th birthday and realizing it could be worth thousands of dollars today. The 1776 to 1976 no-mint mark quarter dollar isn't just pocket change, it's a historic treasure hiding in plain sight. Most people have seen these bicentennial quarters with the iconic drummer boy reverse, but very few know that certain rare examples are in incredibly high demand among collectors. Today, I'll reveal exactly what to look for, the history behind this coin, and the unbelievable market values they've reached at auctions. Stay with me, because you might have one sitting in your change right now without even knowing it. The story of the 1776 to 1976 quarter begins in the early 1970s, when the United States Mint prepared to honor the nation's bicentennial in 1976. Instead of minting coins with the usual eagle reverse, the Mint released a special design featuring a Revolutionary War drummer and a victory torch surrounded by 13 stars, representing the original colonies. This was the first circulating quarter in over a century to feature a design change for a commemorative event, and it became an instant piece of history. Millions were struck at the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark, but within that massive production are rare varieties and conditions that make them incredibly valuable today. What makes certain 1776 to 1976 no mint mark quarters stand out are their unique features and rare minting errors. Some were struck on 40% silver planchets intended for special collector sets, giving them a heavier weight and a different metallic ring compared to standard clad quarters. Others have double die obverse, off-center strikes, or even struck through errors that create one-of-a-kind appearances. The finest details, like crisp lines in the drummer's uniform, sharp torch flame edges, and complete star outlines, make a huge difference in determining the coin's desirability. Rarity and condition are everything in the world of coin collecting, and high-grade 1776 to 1976 quarters from Philadelphia are surprisingly hard to find. Most circulated heavily, leaving scratches, dings, and worn details. A pristine example graded mint state 67 or higher by PCGS or NGC is exceptionally scarce, especially if it shows full original luster and no visible wear. Add a rare error or silver composition into the mix, and you have a coin that collectors will fight over in auctions. The market for rare bicentennial quarters is hotter than ever. In January 2020, Heritage Auctions sold a stunning mint state 67 example of the 1776 to 1976 no mint mark quarter for an incredible $6,465, setting a record for this coin in clad composition. Even more impressive, a rare 40% silver error version struck without a mint mark brought over $13,200 in an August 2019 Stack's Bowers auction. These prices prove that serious collectors are willing to pay top dollar for the best of the best. If you want to hunt for this coin, start by checking old coin jars, inherited collections, estate sales, and unsearched rolls from banks. Weigh any 1776 to 1976 quarter you find. The silver error versions will weigh around 5.75 grams compared to the standard clad weight of 5.67 grams. Look closely at the details under a magnifying glass, paying special attention to the date, drum lines, and torch flame. If you suspect you've found a rare example, submit it to a professional grading service immediately to verify its authenticity and condition. The 1776 to 1976 no mint mark quarter dollar is more than just a commemorative coin. It's a symbol of American history, artistry, and hidden value waiting to be discovered. Owning one in top condition is like holding a piece of the nation's birthday celebration that only gets more valuable with time. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoyed this deep dive into one of the most sought-after bicentennial coins, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment if you've ever found a rare quarter in your change. Your support keeps us bringing more incredible coin stories to light, and who knows, the next rare treasure might be in your pocket right now. Number 3. Imagine picking up an ordinary quarter from your loose change, glancing at the date, and seeing 1979, then realizing it could be worth thousands of dollars if it's the right one. Most people spend these coins without a second thought, but certain ultra-rare 1979 no mint mark quarters are hiding in plain sight, and they are in sky-high demand among collectors. This is not just a story about a piece of metal, it's about history, rarity, and the possibility of a life-changing find sitting in your pocket right now. Keep watching, because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to spot one of these treasures and where to hunt for them. The 1979 quarter dollar was struck during an era when the U.S. Mint was producing millions of coins every year, primarily from the Philadelphia Mint without a mint mark. The Washington quarter design at that time still featured the familiar portrait of George Washington on the obverse and the majestic heraldic eagle on the reverse. While most of these coins are common and worth face value, rare varieties and pristine conditions make certain examples incredibly valuable today. The 1979 no mint mark quarter holds a special place because Philadelphia coins had no identifying mint mark until 1980, meaning every one from that year carries only the date, and some of those have extraordinary qualities that collectors chase relentlessly. One of the most unique features that can elevate a 1979 no mint mark quarter's value is its condition combined with rare mint errors. Some examples were struck with doubled dies, where details on the lettering or date appear slightly doubled under magnification. Others show off-center strikes, die cracks, or even misaligned dies that give them a dramatic and unusual appearance. High-quality strikes with full hair detail on Washington's portrait and sharp feather lines on the eagle are incredibly scarce in this date, and those that have never been circulated can command jaw-dropping prices. Rarity in the world of coins doesn't just come from how many were made, it comes from how many survived in perfect condition. Most 1979 quarters were used heavily in circulation, collecting scratches, wear, and dull surfaces. Finding a mint state 67 or higher example is exceptionally difficult, especially from the Philadelphia Mint. Add an eye-catching mint error into the mix, and the competition at auctions becomes fierce. Collectors know that high-grade coins from this date are few and far between, making them a prized addition to any serious collection. The market for rare 1979 no mint mark quarters has proven that demand is strong and values are rising. In January 2022, Heritage Auctions sold a stunning mint state 67 example for an incredible $1,440, showing that even without silver content, pristine condition brings serious money. Even more exciting, error examples have sold for much higher, with some doubled die and off-center strike coins fetching several $1,000s at Stack's Bowers and other major auction houses in recent years. These prices send a clear message. The right 1979 quarter can be worth far more than 25 cents. If you're on the hunt for one of these gems, start by checking coin jars, inherited collections, and bank rolls. Use a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to carefully examine the date, lettering, and overall strike quality. Look for sharp edges, clear details, and any signs of doubling or minting errors. Avoid coins with heavy wear, and if you think you've found a valuable example, get it graded by a trusted service like PCGS or NGC to verify its authenticity and maximize its market value. The 1979 no mint mark quarter dollar is proof that valuable coins aren't always made of silver or gold. Sometimes they're hiding right in your spare change, just waiting for the right collector to recognize them. Holding one in top condition is like holding a tiny piece of American numismatic history that's becoming harder to find with every passing year. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment letting me know if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. Your engagement helps us bring more of these incredible coin stories to life, and who knows, your next handful of quarters could hold a hidden treasure. Number 4. Picture this. You open your wallet, pull out a quarter from 1980, and notice a small P mint mark on the front. You think it's just another coin, but what if I told you that certain 1980 P quarters have sold for hundreds or even thousands of dollars at major auctions? This is the kind of find that turns pocket change into serious profit, and it's one of the most overlooked treasures in modern coin collecting. Stay tuned, because I'm about to show you exactly what makes this coin so valuable, where to find it, and how to know if the one you have could be worth a small fortune. The 1980 quarter dollar was a historic issue for one major reason. It was the very first year the Philadelphia Mint placed its P mint mark on the Washington quarter. Before 1980, Philadelphia coins carried no mint mark at all, so this was a milestone moment in U.S. coinage history. Struck in copper-nickel-clad composition, the obverse features the classic portrait of George Washington designed by John Flanagan, while the reverse shows the heraldic eagle, a design that had been in use since 1932. While millions of these coins rolled out of the Philadelphia Mint, a small fraction stand out because of their incredible condition, rare minting errors, and unmatched eye appeal. What sets certain 1980p quarters apart are their unique features that only experienced collectors look for. Some have double die obverse, where the date or lettering appears doubled when viewed under magnification. Others have off-center strikes, die cracks, or unusual planchet flaws that make each error unique and highly desirable. The sharpness of Washington's hair details, the boldness of the eagle's feathers, and the luster of the fields all play a major role in determining whether a coin is just common pocket change or a rare prize worth big money. Rarity for this coin comes down to grade and uniqueness. Most 1980p quarters were heavily circulated, meaning high-grade examples in mint state 67 or higher are extremely scarce. Add a striking error or exceptional eye appeal, and the demand skyrockets among collectors. Coins that have been professionally graded by PCGS or NGC with top-tier designations sell for multiples of their face value, and competition at auction can be fierce when an elite specimen hits the block. The market for 1980p quarters has delivered some jaw-dropping results in recent years. In January 2019, Heritage Auction sold a blazing mint state 67 example for an incredible $1,440, proving that even modern clad coins can command premium prices in pristine condition. Even more impressive, rare double die and dramatic off-center strike examples have sold for several $1,000s at Stack's Bowers galleries, especially when accompanied by top-tier grading certification. These results show that collector demand for this first-year mint mark quarter is only getting stronger. If you're hunting for one of these valuable coins, your best bet is to search through old bank rolls, inherited collections, flea market finds, and coin shows. Always carry a jeweler's loupe or magnifying glass to inspect the date, lettering, and strike quality. Keep an eye out for coins with strong luster, no signs of wear, and sharp details in both the obverse and reverse designs. And remember, if you believe you've found a high-grade or error example, submit it for professional grading to maximize its market value and authenticity. The 1980p quarter dollar is a perfect example of how history, rarity, and condition can turn an ordinary coin into an extraordinary find. This first-year Philadelphia mint-marked coin is more than just a piece of currency. It's a piece of numismatic history that continues to rise in demand and value year after year. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoyed discovering the secrets of this rare and valuable coin, make sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me if you've ever found a valuable quarter in your change. Your support keeps us sharing more amazing coin stories, and who knows, your next pocket change find might just be worth a fortune. Number 5. Imagine pulling out a quarter from your pocket, seeing the date 1971 with a small D just below Washington's neck, and realizing it could be worth hundreds or even thousands of dollars if it's the right one. The 1971 D quarter dollar is one of those coins most people overlook, yet certain rare examples are in such high demand that collectors are willing to pay jaw-dropping prices for them. This is not just another old quarter, it's a piece of numismatic history hiding in plain sight, and today I'll show you exactly why it's so special, what to look for, and how you can hunt for one yourself. The 1971 quarter was struck at a time when the United States Mint was producing millions of Washington quarters each year in a copper-nickel clad composition instead of the silver used before 1965. The D mint mark represents the Denver Mint, which produced a huge number of coins in 1971, but very few survived in the kind of pristine condition that makes collectors go wild. The obverse features John Flanagan's timeless portrait of George Washington, while the reverse showcases the heraldic eagle, a design that had become a classic in American coinage. While most 1971 D quarters are still worth face value, certain mint errors and high-grade survivors are in an entirely different league. What sets the most valuable 1971 D quarters apart are their unique features and rare minting errors. Some examples show double dies on the obverse, where the date or lettering appears slightly duplicated under magnification. Others have off-center strikes, clipped planchets, or dramatic die cracks that make them one-of-a-kind pieces. Even without errors, a perfectly struck, lustrous example with sharp details in Washington's hair and the eagle's feathers is a rare find from this year, and that rarity is what drives serious collector interest. Rarity is the fuel that powers collector demand, and the 1971 D quarter in high grade is much harder to find than most people realize. These coins circulated heavily for decades, and most available today are scratched, worn, or dull. A Mint State 67 example from the Denver Mint is almost unheard of, and when one shows up at auction, the competition is fierce. Pair a high grade with a significant mint error, and you have a coin that can command astonishing prices in the current market. The auction results for rare 1971 D quarters prove just how valuable they can be. In January 2019, Heritage Auction sold a spectacular Mint State 67 example for an incredible $1,995, setting a record for the date and mint. Even more dramatic, certain off-center strike and double die error coins have sold for several $1,000s through Stack's Bowers galleries, showing that collectors will pay top dollar for unique and high-quality pieces from this year. These results make it clear, the right 1971 D quarter is far more than just 25 cents. If you want to hunt for one of these valuable coins, start by searching through bank rolls, old coin jars, and estate sale finds. Always carry a magnifying glass or jeweler's loupe to examine the date, mint mark, and strike details closely. Look for strong luster, crisp design elements, and any unusual features like doubling or striking errors. Coins with minimal contact marks and full original mint shine are worth sending to a professional grading service like PCGS or NGC to confirm authenticity and maximize market value. The 1971 D quarter dollar is proof that even coins from the clad era can hold tremendous value if they have the right combination of rarity, condition, and historical significance. Owning one in top grade is like holding a piece of American coinage history that continues to grow in demand with every passing year. Thanks a lot for watching, and if you enjoyed learning about this rare and valuable coin, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and leave a comment telling me if you've ever found a rare coin in your change. Your support helps bring more incredible coin stories to life, and who knows, your next handful of quarters could hold a hidden treasure.